passionate and savvy. Gouche Live, brought to you by the good people at the Hockey News and Sports Illustrated. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Gouche.
Let's play some hockey.
It is Gouche. This is Rosey.
How you doing, bud?
We're the Gouche Rosey Show. We're here in a little town called Bridgewater, Nova Scotia.
Little town.
It's little. I just went through the town.
All right, it's a beautiful town.
It's
right by the water.
It's got a Dollarama.
No way.
It does have a Dollarama.
You know what it does have in Lunenburg and Bridgewater? It has a world-class arena.
Absolutely.
Where the Para Hockey Challenge happened in 2016 last with Canada, U.S., China, and Czechia. And I'll be going to this year's.
Was it Czechia at that time?
Yes. No, it was Czech Republic. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you.
Education.
Right. Yeah.
Hey,
It
listen,
started
you know
out
what?
as Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Then Czech.
Yeah.
Czech Republic. Czechia.
Czechia.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to check you. Everybody knows I never checked anybody. Hey, it's the third annual South Shore I.C.E.
Yes.
Storm tournament. Para hockey is absolutely alive and well. And man, you're a hero here. Like everybody knows, Paul Rosen is absolutely incredible. We came down here for the. Yeah.
I wish they could call and tell some of my family members.
Yeah. That they know you. Hey, listen, some guys are getting really sick seeing the Gouche always wearing Melbourne Ice coach. The reason why I got coach is kind of I can look down and remember who I am.
You got to know, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And let the other guys know who I am on my bench.
Oh, especially next year.
Absolutely. We'll need a program. Hey, listen, I just want to say I do have other clothing. I do, actually. But I just love, I honor the jersey. Well, when you have your Team Canada jersey, I saw you on the ice, dropping the puck up. That was truly amazing.
It was.
How proud are you having that jersey on?
Couldn't be more proud of anything in my life other than my kids and my grandchildren knowing you, Gouche, is to wear the Canadian jersey.
All right, let's get into it. I don't know why it's only saying Gouche, but let's leave it at that. Let's talk a little bit about para hockey. I know we are here. It's an incredible event. We've seen some incredible, amazing is a better word, young players, both men and women, boys and girls, that have shown off skill that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
You know, it was absolutely, truly amazing.
And this is the club level. You know, you want to get to the world level. It's another, like next week I'll be in Dawson Creek calling the games.
That's right.
With Blake Price for TSN. We'll be doing the bronze and gold on Saturday, December 6th. Check your local listings on TSN. It'll probably be on TSN 4 and 5. It should be great. Then ultimately, I got the Olympic Games I'm doing this year. My fourth
Back in the Olympics.
7 Olympics. 3 as an athlete, 4 as a broadcaster, OBS, with the great Robbie Snook.
Robbie Snook.
Robbie Snook in Milan, Italy.
How
Milan
great
Cortino.
Yeah, and you know what? You did give me an offer to come out, but unfortunately I'm a little bit busy.
And my suitcase doesn't have enough room for you.
Hey, listen, let's talk a little bit about, obviously, we are coming out here to support Justin Gouche's para power play. Yep. It was an incredible event. Obviously, you spoke eloquently.
Thank you.
Very eloquent and very articulate. I've never actually sat in the crowd and listened to you do your whole speech. I always get snippets.
Yeah.
Paul, that was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I like the part about me, though. I thought that was really good. No, you captivated the crowd. You were very, as I mentioned, articulate. You were very vulnerable. You talked about your history. A lot of people know it, obviously, writing the book, and we talk a lot about it. But this is actually the first time I really had a chance to feel the emotion of your journey. So not only am I honored to be your buddy, but also helping me through some of my trials and tribulations. But just as important, helping people that are suffering from mental health issues, addiction. You spoke great about that yesterday. Obviously, people dealing with concussions, we do a very good job educating people on the cause, effect, consequence of the injury. But I think just also really important, talking about what trials and tribulations, somebody looks at you, they look at the cover. Okay, we all know you lost a leg, we can see that. But we don't know what's inside the person. We always think, man, Paul's a fun-loving guy, everything's going well. But we do have some off days.
Oh, absolutely. And I still, January 15th coming up, I'll be 4 years clean and sober. I still have bad days where the demon's knocking on my door. And anybody that needs help, you know how to get a hold of me. call 1-800-Gouche and Rosey. I'll answer the phone.
I don't think I paid the bill. Hey, listen, obviously this has been brought to you by the good people at the Hockey News. I just saw Graham Rouston, who owns the Hockey News. He just popped on. I want to say this.
Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
And
the suit.
bottom line.
We have not done the suit.
They're closing soon. We got to get down there.
No, we got an extension. We got an extension.
Another year, another 2 years.
Listen, we want to talk a little bit about the NHL. I want to talk about some injuries.
First.
Then I want to talk about the Olympics. Obviously, you're going to the Olympics. We'll talk a little bit about that. But first, we're going to get a guest on.
We rarely get a guest on.
No, we're right in the middle of this.
I know, this is great.
This is there's a swimming pool, there's a hockey rink.
Yeah.
And why don't we come and join us? Here we go.
Get in here.
We have a lot of listeners. This is one of them.
Yep.
You can't be listening if you're here. Okay, you got to speak a little loud because you're a little farther away.
Yep.
And who do we got here?
Why don't you introduce her? Taylor
Norton.
Taylor Morton. Ken Norton was the goalie on her team. Cape Breton. This is Taylor. Vicky, that's right. So Taylor's sister. We've had problems for years knowing names.
I thought you thought it was a singer.
No. What, was Taylor Norton a singer?
No, Taylor Swift.
You thought I was Taylor Swift.
Yes,
okay.
I did. I did.
I'm brutal with everything.
So
anyways, Taylor Norton is brothers or cousins with Vicky Morton, who plays with Ken Norton. Vicky Morton.
So Vicky,
I don't know why I said Taylor. I'm sorry.
Obviously, I'm the Ranger.
We
Ranger of the show.
got serious problems.
Serious trouble. And listen, I got a chance to watch you play. You're in those really cool green jerseys. Talk to us a little bit about. Obviously, I've been around this guy. He's won a gold medal. What is it like to come to an event like this? This is the first time I've been to an actual event outside of some of the things that you've done. But I'm actually in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, watching some very talented players playing para hockey. Talk to me about that.
This event is very special. The players just look forward to it. It's our first tournament out of the gate for the season, and they train sometimes all summer to win the banner in this tournament.
So I know, Paul, you're going to have a question. I want to do the first question.
Yep.
Obviously, to play, you don't necessarily have to be. You can be able-bodied. We know that you've had an injury, suffered an injury, and you've lost your left leg.
The entire left leg.
So, did you play hockey before?
No, my dad was a hockey player my whole life.
So you followed the game.
I absolutely did. He took me to the Bees game back in the day.
Yes.
And I was a big Wayne Gretzky fan, and I just
Oh,
always followed the game.
I'll tell you really quick. So Kerry does a lot of things in Australia with the Ice Hockey Classic, coaching the Melbourne Ice. So he had the Ice Hockey Classic. I've been around the Ice Hockey Classic many times, but this particular time I wasn't there. And Wayne Gretzky came out to be a part of it. They were in Sydney, Australia, and he asked his beautiful wife, now fiance, then to marry him at center ice. Wayne Gretzky was standing beside him.
Took us out for dinner.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wayne.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. So, last question, then Paul, you can get into the para hockey favorite team right now.
My favorite team
Right now in the NHL
is I love the Canucks. I want them to get a chance to finally do it because they had that close chance.
Why Canucks? Did they burn the city down?
When
that
they lost to Boston.
That was unfortunate. I knew it was going to happen, sadly. I love
What, you had the match?
Orcas. I love the colors. I love the jerseys.
Okay.
I know that they had their struggles. I just feel that they deserve a chance.
Are you from Vancouver?
I just came back from Vancouver, but I'm not from there. I lived in Victoria once in my life.
Okay.
But I'm from Nova Scotia all my life, but I lived there.
Do you know how when I knew that the Vancouver Canucks were going to lose that cup to Boston Bruins? When Brad Marchand and Zaytano Chara had the two Zundin kids at the net, and they were punching them in the face, and none of the Canucks came in. That's when I knew this team's never going to happen. 2011.
So David Booth was in. So we'll talk about David Booth in a few minutes after Vicky leaves the show.
Or her twin sister Taylor.
Taylor didn't come.
Yeah.
So Paul, I know you got a couple of questions for Vicky.
Yeah. Vicky. Yes. Vicky. So Vicky.
Morton.
Norton. So Vicky, I last time I was in this beautiful rink in Bridgewater, was in 2016, where I was doing the games with Paul Hollingsworth and the TSN. It was a great tournament. It's going to be in Dawson Creek in a week. How does it feel to play in a facility? Like a lot of the teams play at the club level, and you get to play at nice rinks, but you have to sit on the side, and it's not the same. This rink was retrofit like some of the great rinks in the world where Team Canada and USA plays, where you sit on the bench. It's all. How does it feel as a club player to play at that level of respect?
It's really the only way that I like to play the game, because when you're on the boards, it affects the play. You know what I mean? Like the puck gets caught in the players, you're banging into the people on the bench. This is the way it should be played, like stand up hockey. They're not standing on the boards. We get to come in off the boards. We get the full ice and the full boards to make our plays.
Yeah, it is very difficult to, unless the rink is retrofit. Like,
sorry, Paul, I want to get into that because honestly, that's the first time I've actually seen that where you're off. Because you remember when we were in Australia, they were always actually on the ice. I think it would take away from the game.
Yeah, but
great
90% of all games are played at regular rinks that just don't have it. This rink was retrofitted for that because they brought Team Canada in, and Team Canada cannot play at like on the ice. It has to be. So there's probably about 10, 15 rinks in the world that are like that.
Wow.
Obviously, when the Paralympics happen or World Championship happens, that's it. We're going to Dawson Creek. Reason why we're going there, they retrofit their rink. Their rink will be like that. That anytime now, they can have it like that. It's a great thing. So the last question I want to ask you, and then we got to get into our hockey, and we're flying back to. Gouche has been here for a couple of days, going back to Toronto. I've been here 27 days. I love this province with my buddy Justin Gouche. I cannot stay. I have to go home. I have things to do at home. I've got kids. I've got grandchildren. But
you're off to Dawson. You're Dawson Creek.
Dawson Creek.
That's what I said. Dawson Creek.
Dawson City's a little left. When you go to Dawson Creek, turn left. Don't go into the water.
You're in the ocean.
You're there. Yeah.
Then I think you have to go to the Olympics.
Yeah. Then I got to go to Sweden.
London.
Then the Olympics in Milan, and then maybe Australia. Well, probably Australia.
We're going.
Anyway, it's going to be crazy. But I will be back in February for the military, Greenwood Military Winter Carnival on the 19th, the week of the 19th of February.
That's
so
amazing.
I'll be there.
And I did want to say, I wrote the bid letter for the 2016 sledge hockey event that happened here. Yeah. I really wanted it to happen. So I wrote a very impassioned letter because I love Bridgewater. Do you know why it's called Bridgewater?
Because there's a bridge going over the water.
Many times there is. There's many bridges going over.
And that's why they called it Bridgewater.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man.
So we came, I'm going to tell you, that tournament was great. The U.S. beat Canada 5-0 in the gold medal game, but that's for another day. We came this close to having the tournament again here, because in 2019 we were in Paradise, Newfoundland, Labrador. 2020 we're coming back here, and COVID hit.
Oh my God!
No tournament in 2020, no 21, and then we went to PEI in 22, Halifax in Fredericton in 23. Last year we were back in Summerside, and this year we're in Dawson Creek. Hopefully next year back in Bridgewater.
Yeah. All right, Vicky, I have my last question. You have one more question?
I didn't get to answer that question because I started talking about something else.
Did you ask a question?
Did I ask a question, Vicky?
Man,
I'm not sure.
All right, I'll go to my question.
I've been here 27 days.
You have.
Not at my own house, no bed, shower. Well, I had a bed.
You had a bed.
It's not my bed. Yeah. Anyways, I got one more question. I did ask you the question about playing in the arena with boards. It's coming back.
It's all coming back.
Too and everything, And I'm still hurting from cutting my ankle. I tell everybody to be careful with these sticks. They're laser cut. Laser cut. Last night, we're in Greenwood. I'm putting the sticks away. Dude just helped me. Take one stick. I drop it right on my real ankle.
Blood everywhere.
Cut my ankle. Blood. Got really new Stephen Curry shoes, and my buddy gave me Justin, and blood all over.
Okay.
I can't believe it.
All
okay.
Right.
One last question.
Injury.
One last question. So, para hockey at the elite level. U.S. has won. Vancouver, Sochi, Korea, Beijing. We're getting ready for Milan. Canada going to win? I can't say anything because I'm Canadian. I played. I loved it. But I'm a broadcaster. I have to be neutral. Switzerland, Canada's going to win.
I'm hopeful.
Okay, that's
Okay.
good.
All I can be is hopeful. Hopefully realistic.
Yep.
And I'm rooting for Canada.
Do you have a favorite player on Team Canada?
I've always loved Liam Hickey's.
I thought you was going to say Paul Rosen. I locked it up.
No.
I love Liam Hickey too.
I'm driving down Newfoundland and I see Liam Hickey drive.
Yeah.
And I know sledge hockey has
Oh my God,
made it big
that's
time.
He was the first player ever to make Team Canada from Newfoundland and Labrador. And the reason I say Labrador, the last time I did an event down there and I just said Newfoundland, they got so mad at me.
Of course you will.
Yeah, should come on now. You got to say Newfoundland
You
and
got to say-
Labrador. Don't just be saying Newfoundland.
No, I got to do a shout out for Tyler McGregor because
Oh.
everybody loves him.
I love him too.
And I want to include Liam in my
Captain.
support here. But like Tyler McGregor has done everything for the sports.
Do you know where Tyler McGregor's from?
Ontario, is it something with a tree?
Yeah. Forest, Ontario.
Forest, it's a tree.
just
Yes,
outside-
So
Forest.
good.
Just outside of London. And do you know how Tyler McGregor got started in sled hockey, para hockey? Tyler McGregor came to the 2010 Princess Margaret to Conquer Cancer Ball Hockey Tournament. And Kevin Shea, our great friend, who's
Yes.
retiring very soon. We
Yes.
love you, Kevin.
Yes, we do.
He brought Tyler over to talk to me. I was signing autographs with Scotty Bowman, the great Scotty Bowman. Him and his dad talked to me about para hockey. I was just retiring. Gave him Greg Westlake's number. He came, he started playing, and he started getting better. And within a couple of years, he made the team. And then he was the captain. Now he's probably the best Canadian to play the game.
Wow.
That is
Yeah.
And welcome
incredible
back,
stuff.
Greg Westlake.
There you go.
Yes,
My my old roommate. I could
Yes.
tell some Greg Westlake stories, but
And there
I
is a
refuse
guy
to.
in my community named Greg Westlake.
Okay, but it's not that.
It's
Greg
not the
Westlake.
same one.
This-
He keeps saying he's not the same one.
No, because this Greg Westlake has no legs.
Yes.
All
But
right.
he's a great guy. I love him.
I
I'm
love
done.
it. Now
Thank
listen-
you, Taylor.
No, Vicky.
Oh, thank you, Vicky.
I was just going to say, thank God we
I'm
didn't.
going to change my name.
No, you're not. Thank God we didn't have Taylor because Vicky was a heck of a guest.
Vicky was amazing.
Yes.
This
Vicky,
was
last
awesome,
question as you leave
guys.
us. How long you been playing?
Since 2011.
2011.
Oh, it's a while.
Yes.
So what's your aspirations? Are you national team?
My aspirations, I have tried out before. I'm doing wheelchair tennis right now. I've seen Billy Bridges around there.
Bridges, Billy.
Love him. A
Love him.
sportsmanship award.
Yep.
Just win a banner because these teams are fierce.
Yep.
Like how many shots on? 35 shots on.
That's
Since
amazing.
you just said that, a shout out to the women's team. First ever women's world championships in Slovakia. The U.S. won, but Canada is doing really good. Let's get the women's para hockey into the Paralympics, hopefully for 2030. If not 2030, let's get it in for 2034. 1,000,000%.
With Hadley Frittenberg from Nova Scotia, who's playing on the women's team.
Number 35. She was
Number
amazing.
35.
Number 30, pardon me. Number 30.
Number
Loved
30.
her.
Yeah.
Love her,
Loved
and
her.
I get to, practice with her, which is
Beauty.
amazing. So
Right.
thank you both.
You're welcome.
This was the highlight of my life.
No.
Don't get
Yes.
crazy.
No.
We didn't call you the right name, Vicky.
I did.
But I'm
Yeah,
changing
yeah.
my name,
You
so
like
it's all
Gooch?
good.
You like Gooch more than
I
me,
like
or is it-
Gooch,
No,
yeah.
because I actually know your name.
All right.
Yes, you
Vicky,
do. Thank
Vicky
you both.
Morton. Vicky, thank you. That was
Good luck with all
fantastic.
your
Thank
adventures.
you.
Thank you.
Impressive.
Love you, doll.
Impressive,
Okay.
both of you.
We'll talk to you soon.
How great is that to
Good
have
luck in your
such?
next game.
Yes. What a passionate young lady.
Yes.
Obviously through some trials and tribulations that you went through, losing
Yep.
a leg has to be devastating, regardless of how it is.
Yep.
But taking up a sport like what you've been doing for such a long time, and she just oozes
Yep.
passion,
Yep.
and she knows everybody.
The other thing too with her is I lost my leg mid-thigh, so I'm very fortunate to have an artificial leg.
Right.
She lost her leg through the hip.
Okay.
She can't wear a leg.
Okay.
So she's in a wheelchair or
Oh,
crutches.
okay.
No legs. She'll never have
Oh.
an artificial leg. There's
Did not know
no
that.
place to hold it.
Okay.
No leg there. Right
All
through
right.
the hip.
Hey, that's para hockey. I'll tell you
That
what a
is.
great interview
Yep.
we just
Yep.
had with a very, very kind young lady.
And,
All right.
and a shout out to Wayne Gretzky. A shout out to Billy Bridges,
Yes.
Greg Westlake,
Tyler
McGregor, Liam Hickey,
The young lady?
and Kevin Shea.
No, and the young lady. What was her name? Yeah. All right. Hey, you're watching the Gouche and Rosey show, brought to you by those good people at the Hockey News. They would know the name. All right, listen, let's get into a little bit of the NHL right now. Obviously, devastating news on two fronts. One being my buddy. Well, it's not my buddy. Sorry, I take that back. Eric Mathis, my buddy, writes me yesterday. We are in trouble in Winnipeg. Connor Hellebuck on the shelf for over 6 weeks, they think. Your thoughts?
Oh my God. Well, for two. For one, Winnipeg Jets, trouble. I don't think Comrie can.
Mike Comrie has been a
he's
formidable backup.
Solid backup, but now he's got to play for. They brought their backup in from Manitoba Moose. It's going to be tough. First game in, they lost last night.
3-2, no? Yeah.
4-3. It was a good.
It was a 4-3. You're right. I apologize.
But man, the one thing is, if you're a fan of the American team, now they got some other good goalies, man. They got Ottinger and they got Swayman. There's another guy they were talking about, Spencer Knight. They got some good goalies, but none of them are Connor Hellebuck. How many times does a goalie win the Hart Trophy? I just hope for the good of the game that he's better to play for US. But more than that, he's there to help the Winnipeg Jets battle for a Stanley Cup.
Well, and we had a chance to talk about that a little bit. Obviously, the Connor Hellebuck situation in Winnipeg, the goaltending situation, we're very confident with. The issue that we have is he hasn't had the greatest playoffs. He's being paid by the Winnipeg Jets, not Team USA.
Yeah.
So this need for surgery now on his knee. Talk to me about that. Is it for him to play in the Olympics or get ready for the Stanley Cup run?
Justin Gouche said that he thinks the timing is perfect for him to get a rest, get fixed up, and be there for the Olympics in Milan Cortina. I can't agree with that, because as much as you want to play for your country, it's not like me wanting to play for my country. I don't play professionally for another organization that pays me millions of dollars.
Yeah.
His 100% loyalty has to be, as much as of a patriot he is, has to be to the Winnipeg Jets. They're paying him a ton of money. Now, I do know the way it works with the CBA. The team itself cannot tell a goalie what to do or what not. A player, they can't say you can't play, you can't play.
But the loyalties have to be to the Winnipeg Jets.
I can't see him doing it unless he's 100%.
Hey, listen, Corey Katina saying hello. Give us your thoughts.
Yep.
Do you think he's playing for his country
He's
first
goalie.
or playing for the Winnipeg Jets? Hey, listen, what about this? Sam McGee. Haven't spoken to you, Sam. How are you, buddy? Can't thank him enough for what he's done for, obviously, the Melbourne Ice, as with you, Corey. But I just wanted to do a little bit of a quick message about.
Let me just jump in 1 second.
You
We're
can
talking
jump.
about the girl.
Why don't you jump in?
I just looked on the sheet because our memories are brutal. So it's Hadley Frittenberg, number 15, Hadley Frittenberg.
All right. She was good.
Women's team, Slovakia.
She was good. Hey, listen, hello from Germany. George, always a pleasure. I'm in Adelaide in a couple of weeks. Let's make sure we hook up. And Louise had a little bit of an operation today, having a nap. Hey, doing great. Exciting things on the horizon.
Ooh.
Sam, let us know what's going on, buddy. We're excited about that. We'll see you in Hamilton for the EMS charity event.
Mr. Radio Sammy. Yeah.
All right, listen, some news, breaking news.
Right.
We were talking about Hellebuck.
Yeah.
Could this be where he's got 6 weeks off, obviously not playing? Could that help him? Could it help him and go off to a high-level Olympics and then come back, be focused for the rest part of the season, and then be rested? Because he's going to have 6 to 8 weeks getting rest. Goes out, very competitive, gets a chance to bring the Winnipeg Jets into the playoffs, and then maybe a long playoff run and maybe a Stanley Cup.
The only thing that bothers me, Gooch, is 4 to 6 to 8 weeks off and then jumping in to the elite of the elite. He's going to come back, not for Winnipeg playing against, no disrespect, San Jose or Chicago or
Celebrini and the San Jose Sharks look pretty good.
And Bedard and
Bedard.
Okay, so let me the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know. I'll lower to
like
Buffalo Sabres. Doesn't matter.
Buffalo Sabres beat your Chicago Blackhawks 9-3 last night.
Okay, I never said we're winning the Stanley Cup. Anyways, but and Spencer Knight didn't play.
Okay.
Sotenberg, they let him in for all 9.
Is he going to ask for a trade?
I don't know. That's not great. But anyways, bottom line for me is he's jumping in immediately to play Germany, to play Czechia, to play Canada, to play Sweden, to play Norway. I want to see if you're going to jump in on that one too. this is not easy hockey.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah.
John,
Well,
I hope that I'm wrong, but this is
I do not care.
the perfect situation.
No.
I can guarantee you that Mr. Cheveldayoff and Mr. Arneal are not happy.
Well, I'm not going. I'm going to say I'm not going to be happy if he goes to the Olympics, gets hurt, because he's not prepared properly and he's not there for a playoff run. That would really make my hostilities. Hey, Pascal and Jens aus Kreefrath. Schönen guten Abend, Paul Rosen. And of course, Katina coming in and saying Jets versus the hottest team in the league tomorrow. They're not playing Colorado Avalanche, are they?
They're the hottest team, I think.
Yeah, they're absolutely.
Talking Colorado. Hold on.
Talk to us,
Hold on.
Corey. Let us know. Okay, Paul. Some other news. Last year we had David Booth and Noah Philp, as one was captain of Canada, one was captain of USA for the Ice Hockey Classic. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Noah Philp looked absolutely spectacular.
Love him.
David Booth was more than spectacular.
Hey, 64 points in 13
Yeah,
games.
we're talking. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the ice,
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
But also, he played incredible in the Ice Hockey Classic. Noah Philp is on the LTIR for a upper body injury.
I only hope it's not a serious thing. It's not a long thing. I hope he's
Out to
back
mid-December.
healthy. Okay, that's 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. So no, Colorado plays Chicago tomorrow. Who's he talking about?
He's talking about the Wild. They've won 7 out of the last 8.
Because he's from
3 in
Minnesota.
shutouts. Who's Gouche? Is he playing in that?
Yeah, he's good.
All right. So Noah Philp, we're thinking about you. We want you back. Really a big fan of yours.
What a
I'll tell
great
you.
guy. What a great
Yep.
family. His wife, just
Zara,
angel.
absolutely. Remember us sitting with the whole family?
I know.
Okay, listen. Then there's David Booth news. David Booth,
Signed.
after winning the Goodall Cup,
Good all.
Goodall.
ALL.
is off to fight Flyers in the British Elite League. And you know, there's a common denominator between David Booth and Kerry Goulet. The only difference, not about the bodies.
You both had a beer in that city.
No. My first team that I was actually supposed to go to,
Was?
Fife Flyers.
What happened?
My girlfriend at the time had no interest going over to Europe.
Oh, I remember this. Yes.
And Veronica was her name. Kastrakov's a beautiful young lady. Tony, love you more than anything. She was a wonderful girl, but she just didn't want to travel. She was a twin, did not have a father, just her mother. She was very tight with the family and just did not. And then later I got an offer to go to Germany.
Is she single now?
All right, let's move on there. I think the Habs are winning the game tonight. Okay, thank you, Louise.
They play the Leafs in Montreal.
Okay.
Another Saturday night game that the Leafs are not home.
So what are your thoughts on David Booth? 41 years old.
Yeah.
The Flyers are struggling a little bit. They want to bring in a spark plug to help in the league. I don't know the league that well, but what I just read, if you can continue on, just answer the question for me if you don't mind, because I did just read an article.
Okay.
There's a bunch of players playing in that league that played last year in Australia. Your thoughts on David Booth, what he did for obviously hockey in Australia, and can he bring and deliver it? The British League is probably 1 or 2 steps higher than the Australian League.
I think David Booth can do anything he wants. I've never seen a specimen at 41 years old in the most incredible shape. He's like a 20-year-old. He works. His work ethic is insane.
Second to none.
He's an incredible human being. He's got a phenomenal family, wife and 3 kids. I think he can do anything he wants. I just hope he doesn't get hurt, so he's back with the Melbourne Ice, because he signed again another 1-year deal. That I hope he's back with the Melbourne Ice to help us repeat. But I truly believe he can do anything. Listen, he got 64 points in 13 games.
14 games.
14 games. Maybe this is going to be a little better competition, but I think the guy is incredible. I would never bet against David Booth.
Okay, so let's just look at some of the players that are over. Coventry Blazers captain Kim Tallberg.
Okay.
We liked him. He was a good player.
Yeah.
59 points, 23 goals, 31 assists in 21 games with the Newcastle North Stars. Kevin, of course, was his head coach. Kevin Noble really loved him.
Yeah.
Robert Lewandowski, Lowkovich.
Yeah.
I
Say that
remember him?
twice. I do.
I don't
It was
remember.
all right.
Perth Thunder.
Yeah, he was all right.
He had 43 points, 11 goals, 32, and 22 items. Here was a guy that I really liked, left early. Brandon McNally, 22 points, 8 goals, 14 assists in 51 games so far for the Sheffield Steelers. Notched 20 points, 6 goals, 14 assists in just 7 games for the Canberra Brave.
Yep.
Booth had 64 points, 23 goals, 43 assists in just 14 games. So what it looks like is he will definitely strengthen that roster.
Yeah.
Will he have the impact that he had with the Melbourne Ice and the AIHL?
Will he also have some players with him?
Joachim Erdogan, that goal of the year, that was crazy.
Yeah, he was on the line with, at the end, when it was all said and done, he was on possibly the best line that the Australian Hockey League has ever seen, with Joachim Erdogan and Tyrone Bronte. Tyrone Bronte playing now in the ECHL. Those three were lightning.
And Macker was good too.
When Macker played with him too.
Yeah.
So will he have that equally?
Colton Schindel on the power play. That power play was just sick.
Colton Schindel, you talk about a guy that you look at him in the dressing room, you look at him getting dressed, and no disrespect, Colton, you know I love you to death if he's watching. He looked like a TTC bus driver, not a hockey player.
No, but you know, we looked a lot like, for me, Crispy.
Yeah, maybe a little.
Kramer,
but you know what?
Two great guys.
This guy could score.
One of the best.
And dingle dangle.
One of the best. All right.
Yeah.
Listen, let's get into it. We're just going to end the show with this.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit of Olympics. You're going off, obviously, to do the commentating for the hockey, which is exciting.
Robbie Snow.
Yeah. You know, we've been reading some things about who's going to be on the Canadian team and the American team. There's some guys that are missing. I don't want to talk about the guys that are there, but some of the guys that you and I have been missing.
Yeah.
Shit. Shifley?
Listen, I'm just saying to the management, you probably don't care what I think, but I'm going to tell you anyways. To Hockey Canada, to the management, to John Cooper, I think is a phenomenal coach. If you do not have Mark Shifley on that team, great Winnipeg Jet, former great Barry Colt, if you do not have him on that team, shame on Canada. This guy can play. Another guy I'm actually really pulling for to make Team Canada on the fourth line is Tommy Wilson. Love the way he plays. I think he'll be. I know a lot of guys think this is Olympic guys. They say, well, when we played the Four Nation Cup, it was NHL ice. It's a lot bigger. Can he play on the Olympic ice? I say yes.
You know, there's another guy, Kyle Connor.
Oh, that's stick. I don't know. I've seen some mock-ups of the U.S. team. If they do not take Kyle Connor, oh my God, what did he do? Did he steal somebody's gum in the
I got another
room?
guy's name that you're gonna like, Macklin Celebrini.
Well, he's making the team.
Well, no, on TSN, there's
a
bunch out there.
They have him on, I think, every.
So, who is the big surprise for you? Is it Shifley or Celebrini if he's not there?
No, Celebrini's going to be there.
Okay.
If Shifley's not there, I'm really disappointed. Really disappointed.
So we've seen a bunch of names been thrown around, obviously, in the Team Canada, Team USA, and everybody's got kind of an opinion. I understand that. We looked at the United States. Some guy had printed a roster yesterday. Both of us. Nyes was on there. Robertson was on there. The likes of, the Eichels, the Kachucks. We know they're going to be the Austin Matthews, Jack Hughes, Matt Boldy, Dylan Larkin. A phenomenal team. I made a big mistake.
Yeah.
Kyle Connor is an American.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, but I said he wasn't on the Canada team.
Oh, no,
that was my fault.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah,
I said American.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, no.
That's really bad.
No.
But a guy like, do you think Nyes could be there?
No. Not yet. He's not ready. He's
Jason Robertson?
No. There's too many great players. Your number one line has to, in my opinion, be Matthews with Sachuk and Chichuk.
Kachuk and Chuk? Say that twice. Hey, but
Chuk.
Gensel's having a hell of a season. Jack Hughes is absolutely spectacular.
Gensel,
hang on. Here's a big question.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I'm interrupting the prompting to the show. Bronte went to the SPHL this week. I knew that. He was a healthy scratch, and I was going to announce that later. Thank you, Corey, for bringing that up. That's fantastic. I really hope the Habs get back on track tonight. Wins over the Leafs are extra special. Ouch.
So hold on one second. Bronte was sent down from the ECHL?
He wasn't sent down. He was put on waivers, and then he has chosen to go down to the SPHL. I'll tell you what, to be honest with you, they get paid pretty good money down to the SPHL.
But you know
and he'll
what?
be a rock star.
He had a couple of good games
Yeah,
at the beginning.
he'll be a rock
All
star.
right. As long as he's back with the Melbourne Ice.
So in retrospect of what we've been talking about, it's early. Whose tournament is this? We saw the Four Nations. We talked about, I think, what's going to go on with Hallerbuck. The injury, what's going to go on with that. Of course, Austin Matthews has an injury, and we don't know what's going to go on with him. Is he somebody that the Leafs would hold back? Because the Leafs are not playing great hockey right now.
It's not up to the
I
team.
know you can, but I'm sure they could put a little bit of pressure in some way to say, hey, listen, the Toronto Maple Leafs are in shambles right now, coming off another overtime loss to Columbus. This team has not played well. Poor defense. Goaltending's a big question mark. And so an Austin Matthews is going to be key for that long-term stretch. They're not in a playoff position.
I will tell you one thing right now.
What are you telling me?
I don't know this for a fact, but if Austin Matthews, the only way he is not in the lineup as the captain of the U.S. team is if he's in the hospital. I don't care. He's not going to care about the Toronto Maple Leafs, I know I said about Hallerbuck or whatever. This is another situation. Austin Matthews, the window's closing. He's a great U.S. player. He's going to be in Milan Cortino unless he is in the hospital. And I don't know. I just think that even if it was something that could hurt the rest of his season with the Toronto Maple Leafs, he's going to Milan to win a gold medal. I still think Canada's favorite. As much as everybody talks about Jordan Binnington, he's got to play well.
Logan Thompson has been outstanding.
He's got to be the backup or the number one. To me, the three goalies, I know they've talked about Thompson now. Sammy Montalban's done. He's having a terrible year. They're not taking him. Hill, I don't want. That's what he came. But Binnington will be there, and then I think the next two will be different. Thompson has to go, and they're talking about Darcy Kemper. I don't take Darcy Kemper as a third. I take Blackwell in Colorado. He's playing great right now. He's healthy. I take him. Those are my three. But I still think right now the U.S. has so much talent.
Oh, my God, it's incredible.
And then you don't even – you talk about Sweden and Finland and Germany and Czechia. Well, there's no Russia. That would be a different story. I think right now I'm going to call Canada-U.S. in the men's final, Canada-U.S. in the women's final, Canada-U.S. in the para-final. Flip a coin. Any one of them can go any way.
Wow. Great prediction. Just before we go, hottest team in the NHL. I know he mentioned the Minnesota Wild.
And maybe they are in the last 5-6 games. I think the best team in the NHL right now, bar none, is Colorado Avalanche.
Say that too. The way McKinnon and McCarr are playing are just over the top.
And we talked about this in this car on the crazy drive we had this morning, which is like,
wow.
No matter where you are in Nova Scotia, it's a 90,000-hour drive.
It's long.
And
love it.
Anyways, we're open up in Tim Hortons somewhere where there's nothing. But the thing I think is if the Colorado Avalanche make a deal at the trade deadline and get Mr. Nova Scotia, Sidney Crosby, number 87, or Nazem Kadri, cups theirs.
All right, ending it off on the show, the Olympics is here. You are going to go to the Olympics as an announcer for the para hockey. You've got something extra special to show us here. You won this gold medal in Italy in 2006.
20 years ago.
And you are going back.
20 years ago.
Look
was
at
there as the goalie, got a shutout. Now I'll be there as a broadcaster 20 years later.
Same rink?
No, it's in Milan Cortino. Last time it was in Torino.
Torino, you're right.
The only player that was with us that got this medal that has a chance to do it again is Greg Westlake, who was my roommate.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he is Rosey. I'm the Gouche. It's the Gouche and Rosey Show, brought to you by the good people of the Hockey News and, of course, Bottom Line. And you know where we're at? We are in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. Just want to do a shout out to my ball hockey team, the Winnipeg Grasshoppers, who won the national championship, not here in Bridgewater, not here in Bridgetown. We played in 1986. Paul, we drove through the city. We played ball hockey for the Team Manitoba, and 2 years later, we won the national championships, and 2 years later, Bridgetown won the national championship. There's a connection between the two. Bridges.
Billy Bridges. Building bridges.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Yeah.
thank you for joining in.
You've been listening to Gouche Live with your host, Kerry Goulet, better known as The Gouche, brought to you by the Hockey News and Sports Illustrated.
Done already.
Whoever won 7-0 this last game, they outshot the other team 48-3. Look.
Who's the score?
Turn around.
Again, it's too hard.
Look at that.
My neck.
7-0, 48-3. And the goalie was the MVP at 48. He let 7 goals in on 48.
What numbers was it?
Yeah. No, numbers would add 29 goals he let in. So yeah, Lois called him crying and whatever because the kids are with the father now, and the stepmother, they call her mom, and they now are calling Lois instead of mom because the father is telling them to do that. And Danny's
What?
Now this is Justin saying it, so it could
Yeah,
be,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Oh, boy. It's craziness.
So I had to, but in the nicest way. Just